They led him through the dust of the streets, beaten and blooded. They tied him to the post, his back was bare, and one of them raised the whip. It was not an ordinary whip. Multiple leather thongs hung on it, and each strap had jagged pieces of iron with hooks of bronze. It wasn't designed to strike, but to rip. It wasn't merely bruised, but shredded his flesh. With each 39 lashes, his flesh was coming out. The ground became red. This was the price of redemption. But he did not cry, nor curse, and bore for us. The weight was too much for the torn flesh of the man who bore the sins of the world. Then they found a man named Simon from Cyrene, who helped Jesus to carry his cross. They placed the crown of thorns on Jesus' head and arrived at Golgotha, the place of the skull, a hill stained by death, soon to hallowed by sacrifice. Nails tore through his hands and feet on the wooden beams soaked with past blood of the Lamb of God. They cast lots for his clothes, gambling at the foot of salvation, blind to the miracle unfolding before them. Above his head, the charge was nailed. This is Jesus, the King of the Jews. They meant it in mockery, but heaven whispered, "It is true." While they were mocking, he said from the cross, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Two rebels were crucified with him, one on the right and one on the left. One of them shouted, "Save yourself! You said you would destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days. Come down from the cross, if you are the Son of God." Then second criminal scolded him and said, "We are here because of our sins, but he is innocent." Then he asked Jesus for his favor. He said, "When you come to your kingdom, remember me." Then Jesus replied, "Truly I tell you, today you will be there with me in paradise." The religious leaders scoffed too. He saved others, but he can't save himself. Let him come down now, and we will believe. But they did not know he stayed not because he couldn't come down, but because he wouldn't. Love held him there, not nails. And from the cross he looked his mother and his disciple and felt pity for them. In that pain also he could see the pain and grief of his people, and said, "Woman, behold your son, son, behold your mother." Then something changed. At noon, darkness fell across the land. Not a cloud or storm, but a holy hush, a divine eclipse. Creation mourned for 3 hours. The world held its breath. He cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" The crowd misunderstood and thought he's calling Elijah. He felt thirsty and said, "I thirst." This declaration is a fulfillment, a prophecy of Psalm 69:21. The verse is often interpreted as a symbol of Jesus' willingness to suffer for the sins of humanity. And one ran to offer him vinegar on the sponge instead of water and mocked him. And when Jesus received the sour wine, he said, "It is finished," which marks the end of Jesus' works on earth and in heaven. And one final cry rang out, "Father, into thy hands I commit my spirit." As he said that, the earth shook, rock split, graves opened, the bodies of the holy people were raised to life, foreshadowing resurrection. The centurion, hardened by battle and blood, trembled at the signs and declared, "Surely he was the Son of God."